All right. Welcome to our annual Media Day. Thanks for coming. Please partake of the media guides, and our friends in marketing also made some bags with some promotional items. And there's a new court cutting board that I'm sure Mrs. Carino, Mrs. Zags would appreciate. Our format, Coach will be up momentarily. Then we'll bring the players up for interviews, and we'll hold practice afterwards, and you're welcome to stay and watch practice. Actually, there's seating in our new loge seating area on this closer baseline. If you're going to ask a question, please flag down Jordan, who's Avi, and Avi over here. Any other questions, just grab myself. Happy you're here, and look forward to a great season.
I don't need a mic. I think I'm good here, right? But I guess I'll use it. I appreciate you guys coming. I know you could be a million places. Today, a couple years ago, I stood up here, and now I can show you brand new court, a building going in next door. I hope you get a chance to take a look at that. We should have maybe given a tour, Kev, of the new practice facility over there. Now it's, getting there. So it's exciting. I told you when I took the job, I love it. I'm honored to be the head coach here at Rutgers. A ton of great things going on, not just in men's basketball. I was with our wrestling coach the other day. They're in the top 20. Our field hockey coach, top 20. Women's soccer, 21, and won every overtime game. Coach Stringer, who's the best, 3 games to 1,000. We're on a $100 million fundraising campaign. Pat Hobbs done an unbelievable job. Brand new court with a great logo in the middle. I love my team. We're up. Our season tickets are up. Our recruiting's up. A lot of great things happening here at Rutgers, and great university. So I'm real happy and excited. I'm thrilled about this, this year. Everyone will tell you that. We're undefeated, in the month of, October and November. I love my team. I know everyone says that. I really like my team in that we got new chemistry. I mean, we guys play well together. We got really some unique pieces that I'm excited about, and think we're going to make some huge improvements. I think we have in the last 2 years improved in every area, and I think we're going to continue, that trend. So I'm excited, really excited about this season and about my roster. I have 1 senior, Shaq Dorson, captain. I think when you watch practice today, you could be the most improved player, certainly the most improved player in my 2 years here. As far as he never had an off season. He weighed 300, and I want to say 37, Jerry, you know the number, 340 pounds he's 265 now, chiseled, like bouncy, blocking shots. It's great to have a senior. He's a 5th-year senior. He's in grad school. He graduated already, doing some great things. And then I have what I think is a very good, junior class. 2 now with Eugene Omarui. It will be the most improved guy again in the program. From his freshman year to now, it's amazing what he's done, transformed his body and his game. He's making threes and practice every day. He's shooting the ball at a high clip, but he's doing all the other things. I think he led the league in charges last year with a great stat for a guy that didn't start, only started so many games. Issa Cham, everyone forgets about him. He's in his 3rd year. He's been the one guy that started every game since I've been here. He's better. He's 6'10". He actually grew an inch. He's gained over 20 pounds since he's come here. I know everyone thinks he's skinny. He's one of the strongest guys in the weight room. I'm thrilled about him and his development. We add to our junior class Shaq Carter, number 7 ranked junior college player in the country. He's 265. He's little Shaq. We got big Shaq and little Shaq, 6'9". He's a great kid in the gym. Yes, sir. And, no, sir. Coachable. I love them. So our junior class, we've added a nice piece to that. And then our sophomore class, we've added Peter Kiss to. And so we have Peter Kiss and Gio Baker and Mamadou Decore. I like that class a lot now. It's a great backcourt. Gio's gotten better. He's going to take on new responsibilities this year. I'm thrilled about him and what he adds to that class. And with Mamadou's improvement and Gio's, and then Peter Kiss now a scorer, really a scorer, an exciting guy, 40-inch vertical, and brings a lot to the program too in a lot of ways. Can score in 3 ways, shoot, pass, and dribble. Another guy like that we needed, badly in the program. And then I love my freshman class. Miles Johnson, going to be a guy you've never heard of. You're going to love him. He's good. He can play, and he scores in the low post. He's got unbelievable hands. He's got a 3.8 GPA in the School of Engineering. He's also is he the tallest water polo player? He used to play water polo. Kevin gave me that information today. I just want him to rebound. But he can really rebound and block shots. Unique kid, maybe one of the most unique kids I've ever coached. Great hands, catches everything, and our best passer. So we're excited about him. 7'7" wingspan. He's 6'11" with 7'7" wingspan. We're the longest team we've been in 2 years. Everyone has length. And then I love, Ron Harper Jr. from New Jersey. Can shoot, pass, and dribble. I think arguably had the best year, and Jay would know better, of any player in New Jersey last year, of any player. And he was MVP of IS-8. Every player in New Jersey played in IS-8. He was MVP. 2 times straight his team won state championship and played in Tournament of Champions. So pretty good player from a pretty good state, and proud, wants to be here, and is a great kid. He's got a 7'2" wingspan, and he's got size 19 feet, and I think his best days are ahead of him. He's going to play a lot and be a very good player for us for 4 years. Montez Mathis, he's one of the highest rated guys in Maryland. Great kid, great family. I think all these kids have brought in great families. They're in the gym. They work hard, and their best basketball's ahead of them. Love Montez. He's another 40-inch vertical, a freak athlete, great kid. It's going to help us a ton. Gets to the rim, can shoot the ball, shoot, pass, and dribble. And Caleb McConnell's a 6'6" point guard who can shoot, pass, and dribble in the gym all the time. I really like our freshman class, brings major size and athleticism and skills, to us, and to go with the returning guys who have all gotten better. I feel like they've all gotten better. So I'm excited about the program and where it is. And from 2 years ago when I took over the program to now, I think we're, again, better in every area, from season ticket holders to GPA. We had 10 guys 3.0 or better, 4 guys on the dean's list. I think we're better academically, we're better physically, we're better basketball-wise. So I feel really good. And very important to me in the program, my whole staff. They tried to steal them all, and they retained everybody. Carl Hobbs is back. I think he can coach anywhere. Brandon Knight is back. I think he can coach anywhere. Jay Young is back. Coach anywhere. Great continuity with my staff. I love the guys, and they've done a great job of developing what we are, which is we're going to play hard and we're going to defend like crazy, and guys are going to get better. Guys are going to come here and be in the gym and get better, and they've really done a great job with me, as Shoes and Steve Hain and Brian Dewar and Ben Asher, and now we've added Jake, Datica too, to the group, and Jake's a proud Rutgers guy. So I'm glad to have them, and glad to have them back again for another year. So, questions? I guess Jerry's.
Geo Baker is going to be getting a lot of attention on the court from opposing defenses, off the court, from media, fans, etc. What have you seen from him this year that makes you know that he's ready for that?
Yeah, he's got the great demeanor. He really does, and he's physically improved. So he's bigger, he's up his weight, his endurance is better, and he's got tremendous confidence. And he is a very important person, for us in our program. We got to keep him healthy. He does everything. He has a terrific IQ, really shoots the ball at a high level, makes free throws. I think people are going to be really excited about the jump that he's made. We challenged him to get better, bigger, stronger, and he did all that. All summer long he worked, and he's a much, much better player, today than he was a year ago, and I think he's going to be one of our all-time greats here at Rutgers.
Hey, Coach. Defense has been a strength since you've been here. How are you pleased so far this preseason with where the team's at, and with the new roster? Do you anticipate doing anything differently as opposed to years past?
Yeah, I plan on doing a lot. We have a lot more, pieces, so I'm really happy. We're way ahead offensively, which I don't like. Our defense, I don't like it right now at all. We score a lot. We have a lot more guys that can shoot the ball. We're much more competitive. We're much more athletic than we've been in the past. So practices have been better. We have 2 guys at every spot I feel very comfortable with, and they all bring something. But our freshman class, they're really far ahead offensively, and they really got a long way to go, defensively. Our veterans still know what they're supposed to do on the defensive end, so We're outscoring a lot of, in scrimmages. We're, our scoring pace is way ahead of our defensive pace. So every time your offense scores on your defense in these inter-squad, is it your defense or is your offense? We just have a lot more guys. Like if you come to practice today, you may say Issa's our best scorer, then you'll say Ron Harper, and then you may say Gio, boy, he can. And then Peter Kiss has those days where he's the best scorer in the gym. And then if you throw the ball inside now, Eugene Miles can really score in the post. Shaq Dorson's improved in the post. Mamadou, Shaq Carter some days you say, well, he can really score. So we got a little more pieces offensively. I'm worried about our defense, but we'll keep harping on it. We'll get better. Today's a heavy loaded defense. The boys won't want to hear that, so don't tell them that until after practice today. But we need to really get back to rebounding and defending. We score now. It takes away some of those, the importance of some of the other stuff. I don't want us to lose our core of what we are. That's what we do.
Steve, you're going through the roster before. How different are things now, year 3, with this being mostly your guys that you've recruited and brought in?
Yeah, and it was one guy, too, I forget, he's not playing, the Jacob Young, so he's also on our roster transfer from Texas, top 50 player, and I love him. He brings energy, he's athletic, he can really score, he's a lefty. We didn't have any lefties in the program, and he's another great kid, like from a great family, so I do want to mention him. He is on the roster, he just won't be able to play this year. What was the question again? I'm just sorry. Yeah, you know what? They've all, these are families I recruit, great kids and great families. I mean, we have unbelievable chemistry right now. Now we haven't doled out any minutes either, so that's always, part of, having great chemistry. But they're in the gym, like they're kids that they're up watching film, they're Sundays they're here. Like, I really like that culture but their families are great. They're hardworking kids. They want to be good, and they've really brought in. I could, speak to them a little bit differently. I know their families, and I spent the time going to their high school games, and I spent the time, recruiting them and stuff. So I just feel, I'm further along in my relationships, with these kids, and I think that helps. But these are the kind of kids I wanted to be, and they want to be at Rutgers. So I love that part of it. Everyone, recruit this guy. No, you got to recruit kids who want to be at Rutgers. These kids love Rutgers for all the academic reasons and the social reasons and and they want to be a part of the Big Ten, and they want to be a part of that. So I really appreciate them. But, I've just had longer relationships with them, which is great. Makes it easier to coach them.
Steve,
Yeah.
what separates a guy like a Ron Harper, a Jersey kid who wants to come here, from some other kids who go to Villanova or Duke or Kentucky from Jersey? And how early in the recruiting process do you and your staff have to make that decision, like, hey, this guy's worth spending time on and this guy maybe isn't?
Yeah, I mean, I think recruiting's, funny, and we have a lot of great things. We are the State University of New Jersey. Like, programs are all in different places. And usually if you have a scholarship to Rutgers, you got other good choices too. So, like, these places are pretty good. Jay Wright does a pretty good job, down the road with his program and where it is. You want kids that want to be here in Jersey. You want kids that want to play for me. That's part of it. They got to want to play for the coach, and they want to be part of something that I think is going to be really good, part of a build. Some programs are already self-made. Some programs are already ready to roll. I was a part of the beginning at UConn, and then I know 10 years later I come back, and it was just that thing was rolling. Calhoun had it rolling. Do you want to be part of the beginning, or do you want to, I want to blaze a trail with some of our guys. You want to follow the pack or blaze a trail? And you got to get kids that accept that challenge of that. And, I think we identified, Ron, I think we do a good job evaluating. And, he had the best year of anybody, I think, in New Jersey. And he's a good student, and he's a great kid. And, his best basketball's ahead of him. And I think we're going to help develop him into, it's going to be a heck of a player, for us. So, just real proud of those guys. And he decided to stay home. Those other guys make other choices, good choices out there. And those programs are great too. So you can't, I don't know any state that can keep from North Carolina to Kentucky to, kids have great choices. Some want to get away from home. Some want to go play for different coaches. And the ones that want to play for me, I'm excited about. And I know he's going to have, like a great career. So I'm very thankful, that he is here. And he's going to have a great career.
What have these 2-3 years been like for you personally, from the recruiting to the transition of coming here to the ups and downs, and how has that helped you, or what have you learned from that along the way?
You know what? It's been an awesome, 2 years. The challenges were there. I knew when I took over the program. Every program I've taken over has had different challenges and stuff. What I've learned in my 2 years, there's unbelievable people here. The resources here are unbelievable. The alums, the people that follow Rutgers athletic, passionate fan base, passionate, and I'm just excited to be a part of that. And I also know at every program I've been at, this is a good time to be here at Rutgers. There's a lot of good stuff going on. There's a lot of good stuff. This school is exploding in a lot of ways. We're in the best conference, the Big Ten, academically and sports-wise, the best in the country. And everyone can debate it any way they want to. And I will tell you, academically, my daughter's a student at Northwestern. Academic institutions in this league are unbelievable. The power of this. And you saw it at the Madison Square Garden, the power of Michigan and the power of Michigan State and the power of Rutgers, here, in New York. So I really have, learned a lot in this league, too. I feel a lot better this year going into this season. I'm more familiar with rosters, coaches, the whole 9 yards. And I just see Rutgers being, in a place to just continue moving up and doing some great things. But it's a great university and a great community, and it's a powerful place. Yes.
I like Shaq Carter, who made a Final Four appearance with his JUCO team down in Eastern Florida. What are your expectations for him coming into a D1 school in terms of going into the season? How far do you think he can take you?
Yeah, I love, first of all, he's as good a kid, and you guys get to meet him today, as I have in the program. I love him. He's from a winning program. He's well coached. I think they had 11 Division I players come out of their program last year. So for 2 straight years, he made it to the national championship in Hutch, with his team, played in the national championship, game. So he's experienced. He's physically ready to play. Sometimes when you get freshmen, they're not physically ready to play. He's ready to play, and he adds to our junior class, in Issa, in Eugene, and now him. We got a big guy that can play. We got a hybrid forward in Eugene, and we got a wing player in Issa, so it really adds to that class. I want to have good players in every class, and now we're starting to put, that kind of together. But he's got a lot of competition, so he's fighting for – minutes, right now, but he can play. And in the past, my first 2 years, he would have been in the starting lineup. Now he's fighting, to get some playing time. So I'm excited about him, though. He's every day showing signs of knowing more what we want him to do and our defensive concepts and our offensive concepts. He can rebound. He's a Big Ten rebounder right now. So, excited about, where he can be as he continues to get better. Yeah.
Coach, wins are obviously a way to measure progress, but from a fan perspective, what are some other things you hope that this team shows on the floor this year to measure progress in that way as well?
Yeah, I really want to see, play that unbelievable energy and passion that we have. We took over a program that won 7 games in 15 and 15, so we got better every year. I think we're going to take another jump and be better this year. Does that mean it wins? Everyone always wants to say, I don't know. I know we play in the best league in the country, and we play 20 league games. So we play 20 league games, and I know we play St. John's, who's picked, at the top of the Big East, and then we play Miami at Miami, who's, always terrific. And, of course, we're at, Seton Hall. We have as difficult a schedule as I could throw 4 freshmen into the middle of. And, but I'm excited about those challenges. I think they came here, for those challenges. But we've gotten better in every area, and we're going to continue to get better. And we're going to be a program, I said this 2 years ago, that a lot of people are going to be proud of, and we're going to play the right way. I hope you see our assists are up. I hope you see a lot of different things that are up. I think our passing is 1,000% better than it was year 1 and year 2. I hope you'll see that. I hope you'll see us play with the same passion that some of my past 2 years we've shown, but more consistent basis. And I hope you see that, our talent has improved. And I know where they have us picked and all that stuff, but, our talent's better. You'll see that today, and we got to keep making sure our talent's better, because as you saw our league, the 5th place team in our league played for the national championship last year. 5th place team played for the national championship. So that's what this league is. Only 4 went to the NCAA tournament, but the 5th place team played for a national championship. So it's a heck of a league. And when your fifth place team can, be in that game, that's says a lot, about what your league is all about.
Wrap it up with James.
You put a charge into the crowd at the radio show when you talked about the NCAA tournament last week. I was just wondering, do you think it's important, even with a young team, to articulate the fan base and to your team, like that is the vision going forward, no matter what people predict or how young the team is?
Yeah, I mean, I got a lot of emails about that. I don't, these guys came here to play in the NCAA tournament, the freshmen, and, I think every coach, if they're not talking about it, then, that's our goal. That was my goal 2 years ago. We're closer now to it than we were 2 years ago. I think it's exciting. I think that's what you play for. And just because the predictions are what the predictions are doesn't mean those are true. I've been picked last and finished, and I've been picked first and finished last, so I never worry about that. I think I know my team, and, I think that's a great goal to have, and I think that's a goal that you have to have in a league like this. And hopefully this league gets back to having 7 or 8 teams, which it deserves in the NCAA tournament, and if you're having winning seasons in this league, you're probably got a chance of playing the NCAA tournament, and, that's what we hope to be doing.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you, everyone. Bring the players up.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. I guess some of our guys, are they here? That's it. Kevin said it's done, so it's done, guys.